Morning, friends. We had an amazing conversation yesterday in the quiet group afterwards, actually, when we were having tea and biscuits. And it was amazing because we talked about what freedom is and in the context of being set in the prison chapel. And I started the conversation by saying sometimes prisoners have an unusual take on what is freedom, which is different from perhaps, those of us who come in as volunteers and haven't ever been imprisoned. And as soon as I just mentioned that briefly, the men started talking about, I do feel more free in here. And only just seconds before they'd been talking about how difficult it was to be away from their friends and their family and their children, especially, and the difficulty of being in the prison system, but that they felt more free. And of course, the main thing they were talking about is they are imprisoned by their own addictions. And it is largely alcohol, actually, that still is the main substance that people talk about struggling with. And of course, the decisions they make while they are seeking alcohol and using alcohol, and the loop they get caught into. So, freedom from that. And I think it's always surprising. I could see, those of us who are volunteers, we're always a bit surprised by that, really quite taken aback that they consider this to be freedom. Freedom from our own control of our lives. And, knowing that the men in the group, many of them are alcoholics, that they're doing a 12-step program inside. And here they are, sober, funny, relaxed. Yeah, we could really see what they meant by that, the freedom that they've gained by being in prison.